Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, I think you already know that I have started one series on top of this MCP, that means Model Context Protocol. So already I have uploaded two videos. So in the first video I have discussed what is MCP exactly and how MCP works. And in the second video I have showed you how we can set up MCP servers on the cursor. Okay, cursor ID. So there I used actually cursor ID. That means it was a like copy of the VS Code, because I think you know that cursor ID has the MCP integrations and it has the large language model integration as well. Okay. Now we'll try to see how we can create our custom host. So that means we'll try to create everything as custom. We'll be using one amazing framework for this called MCP-Use. So let me show you the framework MCP-Use. Okay, GitHub. So what is MCP-Use? So let me tell you. See, MCP-Use is an open source way to connect any LLM to any MCP servers to build the custom agents that have tool access without using closed source or applications clients. Okay, that means previously we used something called application clients. There actually we use this application clients as our host, right? But here we are not going to use the application clients. We are not going to use any kinds of closed source applications. Instead of that, we'll try to create our own MCP actually host. Okay, so for this we'll be using this MCP-Use. So MCP-Use allows us to connect with different large language model. Okay, it's not like that there are some specific model you can connect. You can connect like any number of model, whether it's a open source model, okay, whether it's a OpenAI model, you can connect with any kinds of model. Okay, I'll let you know. We'll be using Grok Playground for this. So I think you know about Grok, right? So Grok Playground, so it is having some amazing model hosted. So let me show you. So here you can see guys, it is having some amazing model hosted. Okay, so we'll use this Grok API key to connect actually different large language model here. And you can see some key features. So ease of use, LLM flexibility, HTTPS support. Okay, HTTP support, then dynamic server selections, multi-server support, tool restrictions, custom agents, and how we can install this MCP-Use. So here is the command. You can either install, you can first of all clone the GitHub, then you can install this particular requirement.txt. Okay, so guys, they have already given the like example and all. So I'll show you how we can use this MCP-Use, this particular package, to build our own MCP host, and we'll try to connect with different MCP servers. Okay, and we'll try to integrate the tools. So for this guys, what I will do, I'll try to open up my local folder. Okay, I'll try to open up my local folder. See, here the applications I'm going to develop, this would be a AI assistant agents. Okay, so here we'll be connecting different tools. That means what are the tools we have connected in my previous demo. I think I showed you the cursor ID demo, right? So what are the tools I used there? I'll be using the same tools here. Okay, so here what I will do, I'll just try to open up my this one, cursor ID. See, you can also code in VS Code. If you want, you can also code in cursor ID. Okay, it's up to you. So what I can do, maybe I can code in my VS Code, because previously I showed you how to use the cursor ID. So now let's code in my VS Code. So I'll open up my terminal. So this is my terminal, and here I'm going to open up my Visual Code Studio. Okay, now let me zoom. So let me close. So everything is fine. Now the first thing guys, we'll try to set up our project. We'll try to create the folder structure and all. So for this, I'm going to use one amazing package called EURI. So what is EURI guys? So this is the recently published, okay, one of the amazing package you can see. So EURI is an extremely fast Python package and project manager written in Rust. Okay, so I think you know Rust is like a programming language and it is super fast. Okay, you can see if you're using like poetry, PDM, pip since, okay, so it takes actually this is the time, okay, time durations. But if you're using EURI, it's super fast. So it's like a package manager you can talk about, and you can also call it as a project manager. So with the help of that, you can create the project folder structure. You can set up any kinds of package. Okay, you can create the environment. Okay, all kinds of operation you can perform with the help of this EURI, okay, package manager. So now what I will do guys, I'll try to show you how we can use this EURI. And to install the EURI, so here they have given the commands. So either you can use the curl command if you're using macOS and Linux. You can also execute this command in the Windows PowerShell, but I'm going to install via pip. Okay, so this is the pip command. This would be easy for us. So what I will do, I'll open up my let's say terminal. So let me first of all close this thing. So I'll open up my terminal. See, you can also use your terminal. Okay, that means command prompt. From here also you can activate that. So let me show you from here only. I'll select my command prompt. So this is my command prompt, and here I'll just paste it. This command pip install uv. Now if I execute, it should install here. So you can see guys, it is already satisfied for me because previously I already installed it. Okay, now let me clear. Now guys, I will try to initialize the project. To initialize the project, you have to write uv init. Okay, uv init, and you have to give the project name. So here let's say I will give AI assistant. Okay, AI assistant. So let's say this is my project name. Now if I execute, see, automatically it will initialize the folder AI assistant. Inside that, some actually amazing file would be presented, you can see. So these are the file actually we need for our development. I think you know that we need this project.toml. Okay, then we need main.py, we need readme.md, we need git ignore. So automatically it got initialized. Okay, now what I will do, I'll go inside this AI assistant folder. So for this, let's execute the command cd AI assistant. Now I'm inside this folder. If you want to see, you can write dir. So it will list down the files and folder. Okay. You can also like open your VS Code in this particular folder directly. How to open it up? You can close it. Now again, just open the folder, right click, show more, and open your VS Code here. Okay. So it will directly open it here. Now guys, what I will do, because we have already created the initialize the project. Now we'll just try to let's say create the environment. And to create the environment, you can use this command. Okay, you can use this command. So let me open up my terminal. So just write uv, okay, vnb. So if you just write uv vnb, automatically your virtual environment would be created. Okay, see, it's done, and it has used Python 3.12. Okay, so you can see guys, my environment has created. Now if I want to activate the environment, what I have to do, I have to copy this command. So let's copy, and here I can execute. Now see, your environment is also got activated. Okay, so it's done. Now let's try to install the required package I need for this project. So for this, let's create a file called requirement.txt. Okay, requirement.txt. So inside that, I'm going to mention all of the required package. So here I need Langchain Grok, because I already told you guys we'll be using Grok. Okay, Grok services. Okay, from the Grok actually will be accessing different foundation model, and here I'm going to use something called MCP-Use package. Okay, so because with the help of that, we'll be creating our custom host, and we'll try to connect with different MCP server. So these are the package guys you have to install. So to install it, you can execute this command called uv add. Okay, so this is the command uv add -r requirement.txt. So previously, if we are using pip, we used to write pip install -r requirement.txt, but if you're using uv, you have to write uv add -r requirement.txt. Now if I execute, you'll see that automatically it will get installed. Okay, see, and it is super fast guys. Okay, if you just compare with your pip package manager, it is super fast. So let's wait guys. Once the installation is complete, I'll come back. So guys, you can see my installation is complete. Now it has already created one uv log file. So here it has logged everything, like what is your Python version, what is the package version. Okay, it has logged everything. Okay, the entire metadata it has logged. Now you can also open the project.toml file. So here you can see whatever dependency you have installed, it has also let's say saved here. Okay, with this specific version as well. So this is one of the amazing actually, let's say project manager. Because it will track everything, because sometimes what happens whenever you are executing this project, let's say after some period of time, so there you might get actually version issue, and you let's say here I haven't mentioned any kinds of version, and if I want to install these are the package. Okay, it will install the latest version of that. Okay, but if you have this toml file, so that time you will have the specific version. So if you are also having some issue, you can get to know which version actually you installed there. Okay, so that's why if you're using UV, I think it would be amazing for you to track all the version and all. Okay, so now guys, we'll try to create a file called .env, because here I'm going to mention my um, Grok API key. Okay, so here let's mention my Grok API key. So where I will get the Grok API key, just go to the Grok playground, and here you'll see one option called API key, and let's create an API key here. I'll name it as AI agent, or let's say MCP demo. Let's create it. This is my API key. I'll copy, and here I'm going to mention it. Okay, so once it is done, let's create a file called browser. Okay, you can give any name. Okay, it's up to you. So I'll give browser underscore MCP. Okay, .json. So it should be a JSON file. Okay, so make sure guys, if you want to use the MCP server, if you want to connect with different MCP server, you need this file, JSON file. Okay, make sure it would be a JSON file, and here you can give any kinds of name. Okay, yeah, here I've given browser underscore MCP JSON. You can give any kinds of name. Now I think you remember guys, in my previous demo, I was using some MCP server. Okay, that means I was using playwright MCP server. Okay, playwright MCP server. Here I can write MCP server, and what was the configuration? Let me show you. So this is the configuration. Okay, so let's copy, and here let me add it. Then I was using something called Airbnb. So here I can write Airbnb MCP server, and I already showed you, right? There are like thousands of MCP server are available. I already shared one GitHub link in my previous video. You can check it out. So Airbnb, here is the Airbnb guys. So here I'll copy till here, and you can add it. Okay, then I was also using something called DuckDuckGo. Okay, DuckDuckGo. So here I can also mention DuckDuckGo. Okay, DuckDuckGo. You can search here. Let's say DuckDuckGo MCP server, DuckDuckGo MCP server. This one you can copy it from here. Make sure it should be npx. Okay, command should be npx. So you can copy till here and you can paste it here. So this is my guys MCP server configuration file. Okay, because with the help of that it will connect with different MCP server. It will connect with different tools. Okay, and the entire host actually your MCP-Use will try to create. Now what I will do guys, to create the applications, I'm going to use the main.py. So let's open my main.py and let's start writing the code. So first of all, here what I will do, I'll import some necessary library. So let me import. So here first of all I'll import something called .env. Okay, .env. Because in the env file I have my credential. So let me select my environment. So here I'm using something called vnv, this one. Okay, then I'm going to import something called langchain grok. So from langchain grok I'm going to import chat grok. Okay, if you're using OpenAI, you have to write from langchain underscore OpenAI import chat OpenAI. Okay, then I need something called essence this package actually. Then you need to import the MCP-Use. So from MCP-Use I'm importing MCP agents and MCP client. Okay, then I'm going to also import operating system package. So see, these two these two functionality you need actually from the MCP-Use, the MCP agents and MCP client. Okay, so I think you know that MCP having the host. Okay, inside host it communicates with the client. Okay, so the MCP agents will try to create the host, and inside that will try to communicate with the client. Okay, now here I'll just write a function. Okay, I already created the function. Let me show you how this function will look like. It's like very simple function. Let me show you. So this is the function guys. So let me you can see this is the function I have created. So the function name is def run memory chat. Okay,
and you have to use this async keyword. So I think you already know what is async in Python. This is the Python concept. If you're not sure guys what is async, you can go ahead and check it out, the Python video. So there you will be understanding, okay, why we use the async before any kinds of function. So here the function name is run memory chat. You can give any kinds of name. I have given run memory chat because here I have also integrated memory functionality. Okay. Now here you can see guys, first of all, I'm loading my env file, and from here I'm actually reading the grok API key. Okay, you can see I'm reading my grok API key. Inside that I have my grok API key. Then after that I'm reading the configuration file. And what is the configuration file name? Browser underscore mcp.json. Okay, then I'm giving a print message I'm giving this initializing the chat. Then here I'm creating the client. Okay, MCP client. You can see I'm using MCP client like function class, and inside that we are having a method called from underscore config.file. So here you have to give the configuration file path. So it will try to open the configuration file and it will try to read all the configuration. Okay, all the MCP server configuration it will try to read. Okay, then it will make a client. Okay, it will make a client. Okay, I think you are getting. Then after that we have to initialize the large language model, because we know that we also need should have the large language model. Okay, in the MCP, I think I already showed you now how MCP works. There was a diagram I showed you. So here is my model guys. Okay, LLM model I'm preparing. So let me show you the diagram again. I think your understanding will be more clear. So guys, as you can see, this is the diagram. So here we have created this MCP client and we'll be connecting with the large language model. Okay, and this client has connected with different MCP servers. Okay, that means different tools. Got it. I think I have written a configuration file, the JSON file. In the I have all the configuration. So with the help of that configuration, it will connect with different MCP tools and servers. Okay. So here what will happen guys now, whatever let's say question it will get, it will go to the MCP host, it will use the MCP client, and it will first of all try to check how many servers, how many tools it has. Okay, it will return all the tools. Then this particular questions will go to the LLM. Okay, then LLM will try to communicate with the MCP client. Okay, again it will actually send the feedback, and it will select a like a specific tool. Let's say you are asking like open google.com and search for DSwithBappy. So which tool it will use guys? It will use the playwright tool, because with the playwright tool you can open a browser, we can search anything there. Okay, I think you already know that. Okay, that means it will use that particular tools, and again actually it will send the response there. So that's how the entire system works. And in my first video I have already explained this part. Okay, how these things works. Okay, you can check it out, you'll be able to understand. So that's why I'm initializing the large language model, and here the model wise I'm using Queen QWQ32B. So this is the model guys. So this model is from Alibaba. So let me get back. So if I go to the playground, okay, so here is the model guys. So we are using this particular model. Okay, and this is from Alibaba, and this is the model ID. You can use any kinds of model. You can use Gemma, DeepSeek, you can use Llama. It's up to you. Okay, any kinds of model you can use it from here. So once it is done guys, here I'm creating the MCP agents. Okay, you can see. So to create the MCP agents, I'm calling the MCP agents, and inside that I'm passing the LLM client. Okay, the client we have created. Then I'm passing the maximum steps, then memory enable is equal to 2, because I want to also use the memory. Then here I'm giving some print operations like interactive MCP chat, type exit or quit to end the conversation, write clear to clear the conversation. So these kinds of messages we are giving. So here I have written a condition in the try except block. You can see first of all here I'm running a while loop. Okay, while loop, why? Because it will continuously ask the questions. Okay, so that's why we are running an infinite while loop. Inside that I'm taking the user from input from the user. Then I'm checking if user input, okay, if it is exist and quit, what I will do, I will break the conversation. That means user want to break the conversation. If it is clear, that means I will try to clear the conversation history, because it is using memory functionality right in the backend. So that's why whatever let's say conversation I have in the agents, I'll try to clear everything. And if not, okay, if not, these are the let's say commands. That means user is asking any kinds of questions. First of all, I'll see the questions here. You can see here whatever questions user is asking, I'll try to pass to my agents. Agent will give you the response. This response I'll try to print it here. Okay, and if any exception occurs, I'll press the exceptions. And in the finally, okay, you can see I can use try and finally. In the finally, I'll try to close the client. You can see session. I'm closing the all the sessions here. So you have to close the sessions, because if you're using MCP use guys, this is the
like template code you have to use, okay, for all the applications you'll be developing. Then we are using Asensio, okay, IO package to run our application. So here I'm using run, then run memory chat. Okay, this particular function we are running. Okay, now let me show you how this application will work. So let me say, now to run this application, guys, you have to use this command called uv run. Okay, uv run main.py. Now see, application should be running. See, initializing the chat. So application is running. Now it is asking for your input. So here I'll give the same, let's say, questions. Open google.com and search DS with Bappy. Okay. So let's say this is my questions. So now if I execute, so it should open the google.com and it should search DS with Bappy there. And it is using something called playwright tools. Okay. So guys, as you can see, it has opened my google.com and search for DSwithBappy. Okay. Now you can ask any kinds of questions. So let me close it. Now let's say here I will ask provide some hotels, okay, list in CA, okay, that means California. So guys, you can see it has also given me some hotel list, okay, in the California, and it is using something called these Airbnb tools. Okay, now if you want, you can also use Streamlit UI to create one user interface. Okay, but here I have shown you, okay, how we can execute from the terminal itself. So yes guys, that's how we can use this MCP-Use for our custom host and client, let's say, development. Now you can create any kinds of agents, guys, okay, any kinds of agents applications, and you can integrate different tools. Only you just need to copy the configurations files, so configurations of the, let's say, MCP server, and you have to paste in the JSON file. Okay, and the main benefit you will be getting, if any changes are there, let's say playwright is changing their configurations, their connections and all, so they will automatically do it, okay, in the MCP server. You don't need to worry about their connections and setup. So only you just need to copy their configuration file and you have to paste it here. Everything will be taken care. So now you don't need to do the manual connections here. This is the main benefit here. Okay. So yes guys, I hope you got it, how we can develop these kinds of let's say agents applications with the help of MCP. Now going forward, I'll be creating some more amazing video, guys. On top of the MCP, will be building different projects. So I hope you'll be enjoying a lot, and make sure guys you support my channel and share this video with your friends and family, so that they can also get to know. And if you need anything else from my side, guys, you can let me know. And please try to follow this particular playlist, because here I'm going to post, okay, I mean different kinds of video on top of the MCP. With that, thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.